Hello everyone, this is General Hand Grenade. Welcome to my war room in Prince George, British Columbia. This is July of 1939 in our game Operation Crimson Tide, and this is the German turn. And this is probably going to be a pretty long video, so hopefully you're all settled in and you're ready to watch a long one. I'm not beginning the war. That war has already begun. Those dastardly British, pretending they still have an empire, they've decided to just walk into Poland like it was nobody's business and take over. And unprovoked, they shot a couple of German submarines. So they were just standing there minding their own business, you know. Anyway, so we're going to go to war with them if that's the way they want to be. So there's a couple of housekeeping items before I begin. Italy. We're looking at Italy right now. So Hilltop Pillbox had taken this transport, this plane, and this infantry, and he had moved it up to northern Italy. But that takes 3 spaces to do that, and as you can see, there are no major bases there for them to go 3 spaces with a transport. So they're just going to go 2 spaces. 1, 2, outside of Tripolitania, and they're going to take that plane and that infantry to Tripolitania. So can you see that? Oh yeah, you can see that in there, right? So they're over there now. Another thing we have, and there may be more, but I mean, it's been a few days and I can't remember everything, right? So just last night though, Panzer King had put 3 militia in here at the end of his turn. And then he thought, oh geez, I can't put that many because it's not worth that many. But, you know, like then, so he decided to change it over here. So he's put a militia over here instead and 2 militia in Hunan. It turns out he can do that. You can place your units in China any way you want them to, including on the island of Hainan. So, but he's decided, you know what, can we just keep it in Kwangtung? And we said, sure, why not? So that, oh, and then there's another thing. The United States had managed to finally get to Mexico after a few turns of rolling it. So they rolled a 3 just like they needed to, and so Mexico is now aligned to the Americans. But what he did though was, like, his income was at 11 and Mexico is worth an IPP. What he did is he moved the counter to 12, and that's not correct. Like, if you've ever played this game, you know that when Russia is calculating their income, they don't mix it, right? So there's the income increases that you get from the sleeping bear rolls, but there's also the income increases that you get from territories. You don't count the territory increases with them. Like when you reach your wartime income, it has to be on those sleeping bear rolls. And the same thing with the Americans. They get their income through their rolls and through peacetime income increases. You know, like things going on around the world. The Germans did something, or the Japanese did something, or, you know, where it pisses them off, so they get closer to wartime economy. But that does not include them going and taking territories. So they still get 12 IPP. It's just that on the income tracker, they're only at 11 and not at 12. But that's just a minor thing. We straighten that up like right away. Okay. And I don't remember what else. There was a few things that we got straightened out throughout the turn. Things that were placed in the wrong place or done something or whatever. But those are the ones that were the most recent and the ones that I could think of. Anyway, I'm going to declare war on France just because Britain made me do it. I wasn't going to do it. I was just going to be peaceful all game long. Probably not. Anyway, so I'm declaring war on France as the German player. You know what? I've got some things to do, technology roles and stuff, but while I'm down on this side of the board, I've only got a couple of combat moves, right? They're just subs, right? So I'm just going to take those combat moves right now while I'm down here, and then I can go up to the other side of the board and do my thing. So down here we've got a sub in 108. He's coming down to C zone 110, and I've got a sub in 114. He's going to C zone 110 as well. And they're going to attack these two cruisers, heavy cruisers. And I know that's a difficult attack. Like, it's all going to be determined on the first roll, right? Because there's no destroyers. The subs are going to get first strike. But if they don't hit, then I mean, the cruisers, you know, they roll at 6 and the subs at 3. So that's kind of a crapshoot. But I didn't really have much else to do over there with those subs on this turn. I could have convoy raided and stuff, but I chose this instead. It's a little riskier, but I'm going to do it. So the other thing is, I've got this sub over here, right? So we're going to take that sub and we're going to move 3 spaces over to, okay, so that is C zone 119. We're going to move to C zone 122. That's where Malay is, and what is this one here? You know what that one is. Okay, so, and we're going to do convoy raiding. There are 2 convoy lines that we can raid here, and here are the dice for that. I went out and bought myself some little dice so I could just roll them right on the table here, right? So anyway, those are the only 2 attacks that I have down on this side of the table. Let's go up to the other side of the table, and we'll set up to do the rest of the turn. So let's set this down. Okay, there's the turn caddy. Now, we've got the battle boards all set up and everything. Okay, technology. So we're at 1939 now, so we can go beyond stage 2. And I managed to get 7 of them up to stage 2 well, when I was rolling earlier. Like, I've had good luck, and hopefully that luck doesn't end. Because if you can't go beyond stage 2, then what's the point, right? That, you know, like, that just doesn't work. So I've got my spy who hasn't hit a damn thing all game, and I've got a recruitment role in Argentina, and I'm not doing anything in Argentina, so I'm just going to get that recruitment role out of the way while I'm doing this stuff here, okay? Because I'm going to put this thing away. We're going to need this space for rolling. So purchases, I've got my free blue division that goes in Berlin. There's a sub that, because of the Canada War expansion, you get a free sub. So he was on the per place units box, and if I don't know if you can see back here, but the one on stage 2 goes to stage 1 from the place units box on the turn that I go to war. And I'm purchasing a sub. I'm purchasing artillery, marine, 2 infantry, and a medium armor. So that's all of my money. That's 25 IPP. Okay, let's just do that. So let's roll for that stuff there. Okay. Now let's see. We need a yellow dice, a gray dice, a white dice, green, and brown. There we go. Technology, and the dice are all color coded with those other dice up there. Okay, so, oh, we missed this one. Too bad. That one's a 9. This is on the wrong thing. This is only supposed to be a 7 over here. Okay. So we got improved improved construction. We've got wartime economy, and we've got long-range aircraft. Ooh, look at that, eh? 9 over there. We got 4 of the 5, and this one was only 1 off. Excellent roll. That's a good way to start off 1939. So, long-range aircraft, wartime economy, wartime, get out of there. And long-range aircraft, and improved factories and improved construction. So, there we go. So I've got all 4 of those up to stage 4. That's wartime economy, improved factories, improved construction. and long-range aircraft, all on stage 4. All right, that's a good way to start off. So then we got our spy roll, and just to remind you, there's a spy down in Chile. If I can roll a 3 or less, the Americans roll or lose 2 IPP. But as we know, that guy's down there sitting on the beach, not doing a damn thing. And oh, look at that! He woke up. So the Americans lose 2 IPP. So the Americans were at 12, and they're going to lose 2. So now they're down to 10 IPP. It doesn't do anything to their economy. It's just money that comes out of the bank for them. And while we're here, we're just going to do that recruitment roll for Argentina, and it's a 1. So 12. So far from the truth. Okay, so that's done. Now let's get rid of the turn caddy here, because we're not going to use that for a while. Got a place just down below here. There we go. And we can get rid of these dice as well. There we go. And we'll bring these ones up. Okay. Move this one out. There we go. Actually, I don't think we need those last 2 spaces there. What we really need to see is that thing there. Okay. So that will work just like that. Okay. So let's just take a look at our attacks that we're doing to begin with. We've got 2 impulses that we're going to do. From, what is it, Slovakia here, there's going to be 4 infantry going in to Donalaski. And that is a walk-on. So Germany gets that. And here in Bohemia, we are going to go with a cavalry, 2 light armor, and 1 medium armor. And there is also a walk-on here in West Poland. That's got to be 4 infantry and an artillery from Eastern Germany. Okay. What did I do with that other pie? The British one. I don't know. Okay, we'll find it later. All right, so that is what's going on the Eastern Front for the Germans. And then we are going to attack Alsace-Lorraine. So this thing here is my task force marker. And let me just turn you up here. Let's zoom in a bit. Okay, see if we can get both of them in there. There we go. Okay, so this is where we're attacking here. Now, I made a video about this a few months ago. It's called the Swiss Cheese Gambit. So what I did was I took Switzerland in the last turn there, and that's what sparked off a lot of income increases and stuff, and led to a pretty interesting game, pretty well played game. Now from Switzerland, I'm going to Alsace-Lorraine. There is no Maginot Line. The Maginot Line stops at the border of Switzerland. And so they're just walking in there. And in Switzerland, we will put the defenders down. There's a AA gun. There's 4 infantry. There's 5 militia. And there's a motorized infantry. And so for the other guys, there's all of this stuff. I don't know if you can see that if it's on camera. I'll tell you what it is though. So it's 8 artillery, 6 regular infantry. There is a mountain infantry. There is 2 medium armor. There is an airborne that's going to fly in with this guy, and it's got 5 spaces left to go. Don't really even need that thing. Like that's okay. Then, now this was a big debate with myself, and I talked with my teammates a bit about it as well. How many aircraft to bring in? Like you can bring 1 and then, you know, like it's not much chance of getting shot down. If you bring 3, wow, they got a better chance of shooting them down. But if you bring all 8 of them in, then they can only shoot 3 of them down, right? And there's nothing else that I can do with my planes right now, except for take this guy, but he's already covered, right? So we're going to take all of this stuff in. So this one fighter that the Italians gave me, he can still go 3 spaces. And the medium armor, well, he can go more. I wouldn't worry about how far these things can go. They're only going back to Bavaria, and trust me, they can reach. So I'm just going to put all of them on, all of my planes. So good luck, France. And I mean that facetiously because I don't want you to have luck. So let's take this over to the battle board. And let's just put it over here. There we go. Okay. Let me see. Let me see if there's something that I forgot. And let me read too. Yeah, we got the planes, we got all that stuff. We got the subs. So these tanks here haven't moved. And there's some units in Western Germany that haven't moved. And of course the militia hasn't moved. Oh, this guy. I knew I was forgetting something. So this guy from Berlin, the Blue Division, he's also going into Bohemia. He's going to go in there and play a Rhapsody. Anyway, that's it. So let's go to the battle board. All right. Flip it around. Okay. I don't think we need to battle board up the dude in Bohemia. I'll just, there's no, here, let me just make sure there's no rivers or anything. No, there isn't. So there's no terrain whatsoever. Okay. So we've got an infantry missed. We've got a cavalry at 3, missed. We got 2 light armor at 4. Okay, there's a hit. Now he is at 4, an infantry on defense, and he gets a hit. So I will take off that Blue Division infantry that went in there. And that guy, the British guy, comes off. Okay. And the only other place that we're rolling is from the battle board. Okay, so let me just bring all of these things in. The attacker. There we go. Fighters here. And there's no terrain whatsoever to worry about there as well. So nobody gets bumped up or down. And these militia here. Infantry here. Gun here. That guy here. And the mountain infantry. He's there. And there. And there. Actually, he's at 3 on the first round. And then we've got the artillery that's at 3. We got a medium bomber at 7. We've got 2 tacticals at 7. And then we've also got this thing here is at nothing. But he's in there though. He can actually take a hit, I believe. So where's my dice? There they are. Okay. Before we start though, these guys here all get bumped up 1 because there's 8 infantry class units and 8 artillery, right? So all of these at 3, the airborne at 4 for the first round, and then 3 if he's still there after that. Okay, here we go. Let's make sure that's on camera. Yep, it is. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8. The artillery is first strike. We're looking for 3s. 1, just 1 hit. So he loses, I'm guessing he's losing the militia, right? I mean, there doesn't seem to be much dispute about that. Everything else is more useful than the militia. Okay, then I've got 2, 4, 6, infantry and mountain infantry at 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's 3 hits. We'll just sit this down over here. 3. And then we got, at 6, we've got 4 fighters and 2 medium armor. And we don't have to worry about separating them because the French have no aircraft in there. So there's no difference between the shots here. This is at 6. That's not a very good roll at all. It's 2, 4, okay, 1. So only 1 hit there. Boy, that sucked. And then I've got 3 at 7. Where are they? Yeah, here they are. Oh, I forgot. I've got my airborne as well. So my airborne at 4. Yeah, that's a miss. Okay. And then these 3 at 7. There's 2 tactical bombers and a medium bomber. So just 1. Okay. That is the medium bomber. Okay, so 1, oh, we already took the 1 off. So 3 more. Actually, we better roll the other ones first because he probably want to lose the AA gun this turn, or after this now. So we'll do the AA shots first. Okay. Yes, that's the biggest roll for me this round, I think. So he missed all 3 shots on the AA guns. And then we have 4 militia at 2. No hits. And then there's a motorized and 4 infantry. So that's 5 at 4. 1, 2 hits. So I will lose 2 regular infantry. And now, yeah, actually they stay there. It's this guy that goes back down. Okay, so 2 infantry. And now they've got to lose 3, 4, 5. So we'll definitely lose the gun because it's already shot. And these 4, so that's 5. And that's it, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I definitely could have rolled better there. It's a good thing I brought in all those planes this time, right? Okay. So 2, 4. Let's go 8 artillery again. 1 hit, 2 hits. And then, let's see, I got 6 at 3 for the infantry class. So 2 hits plus, that one's cocked. 2, 3, 4 hits, and that's it. Oh no, he's got 5, sorry, because I forgot about that motorized. So then I've got the 2, 4, 6. So then I got these at 6. That's the fighters, and yeah, there he goes. Just only 2 hits, so holy crap, my planes aren't shooting very well. Anyway, that's all of them. So he's got 5. 2, 4, 5. 5 at 4. 1, 2. So 2 more hits. Alrighty. He did pretty good there. He got 4 off me. So, you know what? I'm going to leave those guys over here though. Because they're just coming back on the second impulse anyway, right? So, but all of these things here are going to fly to Bavaria. So, you know what, let's just fly back to Bavaria. Fly everybody over there. Okay. I'll bring you over here in a second. I don't want to drop these guys. So all of these planes could definitely reach Bavaria. Okay, let's flip you around again. Oh, I still got my other rolls too. I forgot about those. Where's my pies? Right there. So that's Alsace taken, and the Maginot line comes off the board. That is gone. Okay. So up next will be Paris, and they have 3 infantry and an anti-aircraft gun. But before that happens, let's go down to the other side of the board and do some sub rolling. Boy, this is going to be a big roll here. I mean, it's not the end of the game or nothing, but I sure would like to hit them. Okay, let's move that down. There we go. All right. So I have first strike. Get that in there. Now, if I can get 1 off them, then I'll be happy. But if I don't get any, then I'm not going to be happy. Okay, at 3 or less. Nothing. Damn. Okay, he's got 2 cruisers. Come on, misses. 1 miss, 1 hit. Okay, so I am going to take a sub off, and I'm going to submerge. And that is done. I was hoping for a hit, but didn't get one. Okay, so now I'm convoying the other line, and I'm +2 convoying because it's a regular sub. Now the black dice with a little bit of pink in it, that's the German dice, and it will be all game. And the orange dice will be whoever they're raiding. Let's just say the black dice is going to be the offensive dice, because it could be later. Well, I guess, no, I'm the only guy doing offense at my house, aren't I? Yeah, so these are my dice, so shut up. Anyway, I'm going to be the black guy. +2. So that's 6 to 1, so that's 5. I think that is everything. I think that's max, because 1 convoy line is worth 3 and 1 convoy line is worth 2. Pretty sure that's max. There we go. Let's just take a look here. So that one's 3. So FEC loses 3, and this one is 2. And if you didn't know, that's how that works. So when you raid a territory, or raid, sorry, a sea zone that is connected in here, so you're actually raiding 2 of them, right? You're going for the one with the most money, which I did. That's this one here. Like if I'd only gotten 2 off, it would have come off the FEC. And then if there's any extra, then it goes to the other line. Like that one outside of Gibraltar, that's 3 lines. Be nice to hit that one someday. Anyway, so $5 off. Well, not 5 off, 3 off of the FEC. And they're at 16, so they will go down to 13. FEC is at 13 IPP. That's assuming that I have these numbers correct over here. I think I followed their videos correctly. And the other one is Anzac, and it's 2. So they're at 10 IPP. They will be going down to 8 IPP. There we go. And that is done. So I'm not going to adjust any of the incomes or anything until afterwards. So now I get to do non-combat moves. And I don't want to pause the video and take a look or anything, because I don't think that's fair to the other players, right? You know, like pausing in the middle of combat like that, or even before it for that matter. So I might take a bit of, like I did think about this a lot already. For sure, these guys that are in Alsace are going to go to Paris, of course. And that means these guys from Paris, there's 3 infantry and an anti-aircraft gun, are coming off and going on to the battle board. And also, is that in the picture? Yes, it is. Okay, here I've got 3 infantry. They are going into East Prussia, And one of these infantry, I've got another one of these things here. This will be the one for Warsaw. So that's an infantry. All of these infantry are going to Warsaw. This artillery gun. And then we've got the cavalry, the 2 light armor. Oh, don't do that. Let's see. We've got the medium armor. And this is not blitzing into a city. Because I own this territory, that's just going 2 spaces into a city, which is allowed. In case some of you are thinking, oh, you can't go 2. No, well, that's if I was blitzing. You're okay to go 2 if you are, if you own the territory in front of it. And of course, assuming that the terrain allows you to, which it does. Let me take a look at this now. What do I got over there? See, I knew what I was doing, but it was all dependent on how many casualties they were. And actually the defender rolled quite well in this so far. They've taken 5 units off me already, 5 infantry. I'm hoping to lower those losses a bit. There was somebody that I'd seen on the Commonwealth Players video who suggested that that factory should be reduced and then not brought up. But I mean, if that was the case, then it would have been reduced already, right? That factory is the only factory on the board that is a medium factory outside of somebody's home country. And so I've got to think that the rule is consistent there, where if it's a medium factory for me when I took it, then it must have been a medium factory for him when he took it. And so now that I've taken it back from him, then it's a medium factory. I can't find anything in the rule book that suggests anything other than that. And the only thing it does say is if when you take it back, then it reverts back to when it was what you had before, which is a medium. So obviously that's a medium factory. So these guys are coming off of here and onto this thing over here. I think there's 6 infantry there. 2, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 6 infantry, an anti-aircraft gun, and a fighter. So now going from Bavaria, they're going to go 1 into Western, 2 into the C zone, 3 here. So that means they can still go 2 more spaces. Let's grab this and put it here. And you know what? Let's take another fighter in there as well. And as much as I'd like to take Warsaw, if I don't manage to take it, I'm not going to cry over it, right? It's just what it is, right? So I'm not going to take any planes in there. Instead, I'm taking my planes over to Belgium. And I've got 2 artillery and 3 infantry in Western Germany. And let us take you know what? Let's take that airborne infantry as well. So be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he can still go 2 spaces. He's just going to land right near there, so I'm not going to bother with any of the markers there. So this airborne is going in here as well. So how does that look then? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, you know what? I'm doing, this is combat moves. Sorry, I'm supposed to be doing non-combat moves. Forgive me. I'm just going to do my non-combat move then, and get it out of the way. Sorry about that. I could just go all back and reverse it, but you know, that just takes time. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the two medium armor, and we're going to move them to Eastern Germany, okay? And then that's it for my non-combat moves. You can't move any of your boats on the second impulse. That's only a first impulse thing. So then I'm going to go to Donalaski and then to Warsaw. So there we go. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So then all of these planes are going to go, I'm just going to put them on the board here. All of these planes are going to go into Belgium. And we're going to hopefully not stumble on our way into Paris, because we're only going there with 2 medium armors and no planes. Not like the planes did us any good before anyway, right? Let's just take a look, make sure we moved everything now. Yes, I do believe we have. And there's no terrain in any of these places, except that Warsaw and Paris are cities. But there's one infantry, just one infantry, that's got to cross the river. There's also an artillery, but artillery does not suffer a river penalty. So only one of my infantry going into Warsaw is brought down. Okay, let's get rid of all this stuff here. And let's bring over Warsaw. Ooh. So this is going to be a bit of a dicey attack here. Defender, now they're going to be defending at 5, the infantry, because they're going into, or they're defending a city. Now this thing here, I'll put it on there, but it's not going to do anything, right? And then of course we've got the fighter at 6. The aircraft do not get kicked up in a city. So then we have 3 medium armor. None of them have a penalty. So that's 3 at 6. And we've got, what do we got here? Oh, right, that's right. One of the infantry has to be down 1. So, you know what? I've got the 1 artillery, so he's going to give that guy, that's the one he's going to pair with. So all of my infantry are still going to be at 2. My cavalry is going to be at 3. The artillery is going to be at 3. And the 2 medium armor, or sorry, light armor are at 4. So that's everybody. Alrighty. I'm not concerned, like if I start going here and I do crappy in the first round, I'll just stop. Like I don't care if Warsaw is only worth 1 IPP, right? Sure, I want to get it, but it's more important that I get Paris. Okay, so there's only 1 first strike here, and that's the artillery, and it is at 3. Oh, that's cocked. That's right in the middle. Am I on camera here? Here, I better move back. Sorry about that, guys. There was a dice that was cocked there. Okay, let's try that again. 1 at 3. 8. That's a miss. Okay. So then we have, what was that again? 4? 2, 4, no, 5. Sorry, 5 at 2. Let's change the dice here. 5 at 2. 1, 2. That's nice. Really nice. I needed that. And then we got the cavalry at 3. That's a miss. And we've got 2 light armor at 4. Come on, guys. Those are misses. And then we got 3 medium armor. Let's grab some different dice here. Oh, this one is cocked as well. That's a hit. 1 hit and 1 miss so far. So 2 hits and 1 miss. So that's 4 hits altogether. I'm guessing that he's going to want to take the gun off and 3 1, 2, 3 infantry. Pretty darn sure he doesn't want to take the fighter off. So that's 6 at 5. 2, 4, 6. 6 at 5 and 1 at 6. I'll just roll them all together. And the anti-aircraft gun isn't going to shoot. So 1, 2. Boy, that could have went a lot worse, right? For me, I mean. Okay. Well, definitely going to keep going now. All right. So I've got 3 infantry, but now that I'm not pairing an infantry going over the water, so that's 2 infantry at 2. Those are misses. And then I've got artillery and an infantry, and a cavalry at 3. That's 1 hit. And then I've got 2 light armor. Oh, yeah, that's 2 cocked. Looked like a 1, but it was a bit more cocked than it should be. Okay, no hits. And then 3 medium armors. What do I have so far? Damn. I don't think I've got any hits, have I? Or do I? Damn it. You know what? I can't remember if I hit anything this round. I got sidetracked there. Because I put this over here, but I think I put it over there last round. You know what? I'm going to assume that I don't have any. Okay. So 3 at 5 and 1 at 6. Whew, only 1 hit. Okay. And then later on, if I find out that I did get some hits, then I will go back and apply them. But that won't be till after the video. Okay, so 1 at 2, that's a hit, and 3 at 3, 2, 3, and 2 at 4. There, that's all of them. Okay, so he's got 3 at 5 and 1 at 6. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We'll take those 2 and the cavalry off. So these guys survived. Let's take that medium armor off and put a chip on. So Warsaw has fallen. I'm just going to take these over here, guys, and put them down, because we still got more rolling to do. And the 2 light armors. And we'll put a roundel down. Okay. Now in East Prussia, I've got 3 infantry and 3 fighters. Okay. So the 3 infantry will be white, the 3 fighters will be blue, and he has an infantry. Excuse me. He's got an infantry and a cavalry, and there's no terrain. So here we go. Infantry is white. So 1, 2 hits, that's both of him. Okay, so he's got 1 cavalry, hit, 1 infantry, miss. So I lose 1. Okay. So that means I take it with 2. Alrighty. Actually, I don't need that pie on there, do I? That's originally controlled German territory. So we've got Belgium now. I'll bring these guys over there because there's a lot of different things here. Okay. There's infantry, airborne. There's artillery. And let's get these guys off of here. There is Belgian infantry at 4. And what else we got? All the planes. Okay. There, 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 and there. Okay, so 2 of the infantry get kicked up. Let's just two of the regular infantry. Okay. And we've got 2 first strike artillery at 3. Misses. Then I've got 3 at 3. And here, let's do 3 at 3 and 1 at 2. Okay. 1, 2, just 2. So 2 hits. Now I've got that and 2 yellows. I'll just color code the dice with the planes here. Okay, there's 2 hits, 3 hits. And plus my other 2 hits, that's 5 hits, so that's all of them. 4 Belgians. So 4 Belgians at 4. Oh, 3 hits. Damn you. So that is all 3. You know what? Let's lose the airborne and keep 1 infantry. Okay. So let's take these back. So I took Belgium. Of course, that means that the British will get the Belgian Congo, right? We'll make that adjustment later afterwards when we're down there. Hopefully we're down there. Let's put these here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can. Okay. Just looking at something there. So now we have Paris. Paris itself. Let's hope that I didn't leave myself too thin here. So these infantry defend at 5. This gun will defend at nothing since there's no planes going in. And then we've got 8 first strike artillery. We've got the mountain infantry. And well, all my infantry is going to be kicked up. So the mountain infantry, the 2 regular infantry are kicked up, and the tanks, of course, will be at 6. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's make this easy, boys. Let's just roll a shitload of artillery and go home. 8 at 3. First strike. 1, 2. This is a 1 here. This is a 12. This is a 1. So 2. That's good. So that's the anti-aircraft artillery, and that. So he's only got 2 infantry left. All of a sudden, I'm feeling confident, and so that means I've got 3 at 3 for the infantry. Misses, and 2 for the medium armor. 1 hit. Okay, so he has got 2 at 5. Both misses. Nice. Run away, you Frenchies. Okay, so 3, 6, 7, 8, and the infantry. These are all at 3. 1. Just 1. Oh, I guess that's all he had. We got drunk on our way into Paris. Started celebrating early. Okay, so the last Parisienne misses. Holy crap! Paris did not get a hit on me. Wow. I'm glad I decided to do it that way. Who knows if that gun would have hit me. Okay. Let's put that pie on Paris. Okay. There's that. And they are infantry. And where's my, what did I do with my medium armor? I sat them down somewhere. You idiot. There they are. So, France falls. Let's turn this around. There it is. Paris has fallen. I've taken Belgium. Took Prussia. I took Warsaw. But the only thing I didn't get that I would have wanted this turn was Yugoslavia. But I would have been spreading myself thin, so either I wouldn't have got as much, or I would have got it and there would be hardly anything left, right? You just got to be patient sometimes. Okay. Oh, you know what? There is something I forgot to tell you at the start of the turn, and that is that the Germans and the Russians have signed the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. I guess I should have told you at the beginning, but this has been happening for days now. So that's a thing. And looking at his stuff here. Okay, these guys all come off. Yep. And that comes off. Put another little factory on there. Okay. So there's all that. Well, you know, if my cruisers, or if I would have hit his cruisers, this would have been a really good turn. At least I still have one sub over there, though. Okay. This thing here is in Western Germany. So I'm just going to do, like, there's only a couple of moves, and that's just to fly my planes back, and I think that's really it, right? Before I go and do the Vichy rolls, because I am going to create a Vichy government in southern France. And so let's go do that. We got some more rolling to do. Let us get to it. Hang on, I gotta take a drink of water. Doing laps around this table. Okay. Panzer King's got this Axis and Allies map. It's 8 feet long. So the table we were playing was 10 feet long, and I was playing the Allies by myself on a concrete floor. Holy crap, I must have done 1,000 laps around that map in one day. I was just ready to drop. Okay. We need a dice tray. Here, let's put it down. Oh, let's take care of this Belgian thing here. So the Belgians come off, and well, I guess they didn't have any militia. Okay. So then the British get a militia on the Belgian Congo, and they get a pie. And they're going to go up $1. But I'm going to calculate the dollars later. Okay. So Vichy, we get 3 infantry. And 1 artillery. And 1 fighter in southern France. Okay. we also get a pie in southern France and one in Corsica. Now we are playing an expansion set, the colonial expansion set, and somewhere in this stack of French guys is a Moroccan Gourmets unit. And the way we're playing it in conjunction with the designer of the expansion set is that the territory that Moroccan guy is in, if a Vichy government is created, stays free French. So that territory with all those people in it is free French. If you were wondering why it was so easy to take Paris, that's why he was putting all this stuff down here. Okay, so the first thing we do is we roll for the colonies. And we'll roll for all that. And there's one thing though, like sometimes you roll for multiple. This is part of a multiple, so you just will not roll for like you'll roll for the other ones, but not for that one. Okay. So we've got, you know what? Feels like we should have a blue dice for this, doesn't it? A blue. Le bleu. Here, let's get that guy out of there. There we go. Can we see? You don't need to see everything else. You just need to see the dice tray. Okay. So this is actually a pretty big deal. Not so much the colonies. The colonies, if you add them all up, then you know it's about the price of a destroyer. It's when you start rolling for ships, I think, anyway, that things become important. So the first group of territories is Annam Tonkin, Cochin China, Gambier Islands, and New Caledonia. And they will not go Vichy. They will maybe go Japanese instead of Vichy. Or they'll go Free French, right? So the roll is 1 to 6 is Vichy, 7 to 12 Free France. So low is Vichy, high is Free France. That is 11. That goes Free France. So that's a bunch of territories. Okay. And that's actually a pretty big one because those territories are worth some money there. Okay. New Caledonia. And what was the other one there? Gambier. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, got it. All right. The next is French Somaliland, Madagascar, and Reunion. 10. Again, that's a high roll. So they get Madagascar. Reunion is right beside it. And French Somaliland. Okay. Next we have French Guiana and St. Pierre Island. That's just off the coast of Newfoundland. French Guiana, I think that's in South America. 9, again, Vichy French. Let's hope this high roll and turns around because it flips over when you go for the ships. So, St. Pierre and French Guiana. There we go. Okay. You know what? Screw this noise. We're using a different color dice. we should go with the yellow dice because the Vichy were yellow. Okay. So northern, western, and southern Algeria. So we're only going for western and southern, or yeah, western and southern. Northern is already spoken for. But truth be told, those are both going to be Free French as soon as they walk into them, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'd have been better off getting something else instead of those ones. Anyway, those go Vichy. Alrighty. There we go. Next one is Mauritania, French Guinea, French Sudan, and Ivory Coast. So right down in here. 10. Another Free French. Well, he's not going to have anything to do this game. Okay, so Mauritania. Sudan. And Ivory Coast. Okay, Dahomey, Niger, Chad, Cameroon, and Ubagani, Shari. Okay. Guess we can take this off. 2. Look at that. There was never any doubt about it. Those Vichy, they wanted Niger. And what's the other ones? Cameroon. Hey, Cameroon's worth $1. Okay, and then these two. So let's just do that. And then put this back down. How's that look? Can we see it? There we go. Okay. Well, that can't be all of them. Yeah, where is, like, Syria? I don't see Syria on this thing. I've got my own sheet here. I probably just forgot to write Syria in there. So let me just look around. There's Syria and Tunisia and Morocco. Why would those ones be on there? Huh, weird. Okay, so let's go for Morocco. 6. That is, I think that's Vichy, isn't it? 1 to 6, yep. Geez, I wonder if I should be checking into. Maybe the rest of this is wrong. Okay. And Tunisia. 2. Again. I got all of those, but I'm going to lose them all. Probably in one turn. And Syria. 1. And another one. Alrighty. Okay. You know what? I am going to do that. I'm going to leave the camera going though, but it'll only take me a second. I'm just going to grab my computer. Huh, it's not on that sheet either. Maybe because I've got the old download. Let me go to the website. You guys can just fast forward over this part if you want. I want to make sure I get this right, okay? So let's go to the website and check it out. historicalboardgaming.com. And rules. Well, that's not it. There it is. Huh. It doesn't even list those 3 territories. That is so weird. Anyway, I know you roll for them. Maybe they were just showing you the groups of them and the other ones are singles. That's got to be it. That's the only thing that makes sense. Okay, so then we go for the Navy. The Navy is the big one. We could speed this up a little bit though by just rolling groups of ships, right? I think the most I'm going to need is 4 dice. So there's 3. Where's that other one? There we go. Okay. So let's start at the bottom. there is a torpedo boat destroyer up for grabs. And I'll just tell you what happens here. 1 to 3 joins the Allies. So low roll for the French, the Free French. 4 to 6 is scuttled. 7 to 10 Vichy. And 11 or 12 joins the Germans. Or it would have joined the Japanese, but these ships are all over here. It's if the ships were over there in Asia, they would have joined the Japanese instead on the roll of 11 or 12. So here we go. Torpedo boat destroyer. 5. I think that's scuttled, isn't it? Yeah, scuttled. He's dead. Okay. Now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 subs. So I'm just going to roll 4 dice and then we'll sort it out. Okay, look at that. They got 2 subs for sure. 7 goes Vichy. And a 4 is scuttled. Okay, so 1 Vichy and 2 Free French. Let's just put the Free French subs right over here. And the Vichy one, we'll just change that one out. Vichy sub. And it goes up in C zone 49. Okay. We've got 2 transports. So 2 dice. 5 and a 1. I think 1 is scuttled for sure. Yeah, and one of them goes Free French. Look at that. Well, he's getting himself a navy, and this one's gone. Okay. Time to go back to those yellow dice. Why? Because I can. All right. Okay, we've got 3 destroyers. Oh man, he just got a huge navy. This is not good. Not good at all. Not good. What a stroke of luck for the French player. Wow. Okay, we've got 1 cruiser. Or sorry, yeah, 1 heavy cruiser. 4, that's scuttled. Okay. Now, let's just hope for our sake they do not get battleships. There, let's get black dice. Black dice. Come on, big numbers. Germany needs a battleship. 10 and 5. So 1 is scuttled and 10 I think is Vichy. Yeah. All right. Germany was hoping to get a battleship, but or any ships for that matter. Okay. So there we go. There's a battleship there, and the other 2 are scuttled. So then there are 2 ships that are on the build chart, and for those we got to roll as well. So there's a light cruiser. 4. Where are we? Scuttled. And then we've got a battleship. Let's try that one again. 6. That's scuttled too. Yeah, scuttled. All right, done. So I believe that's all the Vichy rolls, isn't it? Now these ships here, if Wintermute, if you want to move these to a different French port, you can, but I assume that you want to put them at this French port. Wow, I can't believe that happened. Not fair. I don't think my battleship is long for this game. All right. Okay, guys. So now I've done all my rolling. I've done all my non-combat moves. I'm going to take a break here and clean up the board, okay? And count up all the money and like just make sure that I haven't forgotten anything. and changing the incomes. And then when I bring you back, I will summarize everything as far as income and who gets what and all. Okay, so we'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I actually haven't stopped moving. I didn't take a break or anything. I just cleaned up, moved around the table, and then I counted everything like 3 times just to make sure. Wanted to make sure I wasn't cutting myself out of some money or anything, or anybody else. But the only incomes that changed, of course, were the Vichy income, the French income, or free French income, and the British income, and then of course mine, the Germans. And come to think of it, I did not add in the Vichy income because France gets the Vichy income. So there's another 5. Spoiler alert. Okay, there's a couple of things that I need to do yet. One is the Vichy recruitment role, so that's at 2 or less. And the other thing is, like I said, I was looking around to see if I'd forgotten anything. So I forgot to non-combat move 3 of my fighters. So they are in East Prussia, and they can go 2 spaces. So they're going to Western Germany. So all of my aircraft have gone to Western Germany. So let's do a recruitment roll for the Vichy. 2 or less. Okay, that's a miss. All right. Then let's put our stuff on. So let's turn this around. There we go. Okay. So 2 subs. They are going to go, let me see, right here in their usual spot. The blue division, of course, he's going into Berlin. And then I think I'm just going to put everything on Western Germany here. So I've got a card going over here. By card I mean task force marker. So that is 1 Marine, 2 infantry, 1 artillery, and 1 medium armor, and of course the 2 subs out here. For those of you who might be a little confused by that, these don't take up slots in the factory. This is a factory in itself for boats, right? But it needs to be connected to a major factory. That doesn't mean it's going to drain the factory of its slots. It just means that it's still viable. If this factory was damaged, then I wouldn't be able to use this, unless of course there was others, and there are others, right? I could connect it to any major factory on a railway. But suffice it to say, that's why I can put more than 5 things here, 4 land units and 2 submarines. So nothing has changed other than putting all that stuff on Western. Let's take a look over here. So this is Western Germany right here. Let's go through it. There's 2 infantry, a marine, medium armor, artillery, 4 fighters, 2 tactical bombers, and oh, there we go, sorry, I wasn't even looking at it, and a medium bomber. And in Berlin, I always call it Germany. In Berlin, there is an infantry and an anti-aircraft gun, sorry. In Warsaw, there is 3 medium armor, 2 light armor, and an artillery. In East Prussia, there is 2 infantry. In Eastern Germany, there is 1 infantry. In Paris, there is a mountain infantry, 2 regular infantry, 8 artillery, 2 medium armor. In Belgium, there is 1 infantry. In C Zone 13, there is 2 regular subs. Geez, Alexa's thinks that I'm talking to her. So 2 regular subs, a coastal sub, and torpedo boat destroyer. In Sea Zone 15, there is a destroyer, a transport, a torpedo boat destroyer, light cruiser, and a coastal defense ship. And then there was the subs earlier, 110, there's a sub, and I can't see the number, but it's the sub just outside of Malay. So that's where the other units are that I have. So that's all of the units. We can take this off now. I think that's all there is to show you over here. And I'll take a walk around the board so I can remind you where everything else is. So last thing is that once Paris falls, you get to align one of 3 nations, and that's either Bulgaria or Hungary or Romania. And I've chosen, as you can see, to align Romania. That's why I've already changed everything on there. So my income has gone up by 3, and plus the Germans get a 3 IPB bonus for owning Romania. They also get a 3 IPP bonus because Sweden is neutral. Whether I had them or whether they were in the Axis camp or neutral, Germany gets the 3 IPP for that. And the other bonus I get is the Molotov Ribbentrop pack. I get a 5 IPP bonus for that. Let's go over the income over here. So Free France, hard to believe, seemed like Free France was getting everything, but these guys ended up with more money. So Free France got 4, Vichy France got 5, and then the UK went down to 21. Oh, these guys are at 41. There we go. There we go. And then this is it here. So territory 41, bonus 6. That's the 2 bonuses I told you about. Stole $18 off the French. That was the Swiss cheese gambit. I took Switzerland and gave them a couple of things out of that, and in return I took something more, which was 18 IPP, and that's the gambit. The Molotov Ribbentrop pack gives me 5, and again I forgot to put Vichy on here, but that's another 5. So that's a total of 75 when you add in the Vichy. Okay, let's look at the board now, especially the Vichy. So they're Vichy and Free French, I mean. So there's a territory here and a territory here and 2 territories over here that went Free French. These territories are worth a couple of IPP. While I'm over here, I'll just tell you, okay, France has no money. The Americans went down to, remember the spy hit them, that was quite a while ago now. What else? Oh, the convoying. Yeah, the FEC lost 3 IPP and Anzac lost 2 IPP. So then we move on over here, and Belgian Congo went to the British because the Germans took Belgium. And then you'll see here, I'm not going to list them all, but you can just see the Vichy have these 4 territories, the Free French have those 4, the Vichy have the 4 territories that surround this one, and that'll be gone real quick. And the Vichy also have Syria up there, and the Free French have Madagascar and Reunion, and what was the other one? There was 3 of them over here. Oh, this one over here, French Somaliland. And the Free French also have St. Pierre Island up there, and what is that? French Guyana. Okay. And then the navies. Man, I would have had a great turn if it wasn't for the Navy roll. I was doing good. I'd taken everything I meant to take. Hadn't lost any of my Air Force. And then the Free French got 6 boats, 6 of them, 3 destroyers, 2 subs, and a transport. And then the Vichy got a submarine and a battleship, and the Germans got nothing. And the 2 boats that were on the build chart, both were scuttled. I think that's it, guys. I think I'm done. I think I'm finally done my turn. Now, in such a big turn, there's no doubt that I might have made a mistake or 2, Please just let me know if that's the case. I tried very hard to get everything here. Let me just go look at my piece of paper. Make sure I'm not forgetting something. I think I got everything. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to carpet bomb Panzer King's house. I got to go up there. Of course not. Yeah, looks like I got everything. All right. So the game is afoot. It's a foot game. Thanks for joining me today. Don't know how long this video is, but it's a long one, so hope you enjoy it. Take care, everyone. General Hand Grenade out.